Okay, y'all, I am so excited for today's video. Today I'm going to be showing y'all what our home looks like since our 1960s renovation is now done. I am super excited to share it with y'all. Those that have went with us through the journey and watched every video kind of like step by step, I think I probably posted 4 or 6 videos of the process along the way. So I'm excited to share with y'all today what it looks like after they finished and now that I have everything back in place where I want it. I have used all of my thrifted finds and retail finds, which I don't have very many retail finds. It's mostly thrifted pieces and like retail finds as far as like my furniture and stuff goes, my couch and all. I've put all that back and I'm loving how I have placed everything. So I hope that y'all enjoy it too. Like I said, I have used so many of my thrifted pieces and I tried to, because everything was like outside, like all of my decor was outside. I brought in pieces that I truly loved and the style that I truly loved. That's what I brought in. And anything else that did not get brought in, I really looked at it, evaluated, and decided what I was going to do with it. Am I going to sell it? You know, all those sort of things. So we'll talk about all of the decor that did not make the cut and what I'm going to do with it later, either in this video or another video. I'm not sure. But without further ado, let me give you just a few in case you've never seen any of the remodel videos. I want to do a few before slides and pictures just to kind of show you what the process looked like. I'll go through this very quickly. I don't know about y'all. I love to see a good before picture before I see an after. So I'm just going to run those little clips now and then some of the photos. And at the very end, I'm going to show you a picture of the very last day, right before my contractor and his wife walked out. We all three took a picture. We were all had paint stains on us, kind of dirty, because at the end I started kind of cleaning and helping them put some plug covers and stuff like that on. So don't judge how we look. It was about 7 o'clock at night when they finally left on that Friday, and they did a wonderful job. So again, without further ado, let's run some before pictures and video clips, and then we'll get into some of the after. I'll share things with y'all kind of as we go through and just look and see where I've placed things and just kind of talk about it as we go through the little tour. Thank y'all so much for being here. Let's go. Most of the before pictures. So this is our back door right here, and as soon as you come in the back door and look to the left right here, this is where I have my coffee bar. I kept a lot of this the same, but a lot of things are different as well. So this beautiful picture was here before, and I just kept it here because it hides that ugly electrical box. It is a little bit higher than I would prefer it be, but because we are trying to, or because I want to hide the electric panel back there, I have it up high like that. Now I did not bring the shelf back that I had under the picture. I just put this little peg rack under here, just more so for a decorative purpose, because I did not want to put any big screw holes in the wall with that shelf. Here's a clip of some of the trim and the ceiling. I'll give y'all a better view here in just a minute, but I wanted to show y'all my new chickens that I actually picked up over the summer, and I've been holding on to them this whole time. I picked these up at Buc-ee's, y'all. If you've never been to a Buc-ee's, it is basically a gas station, a mall, a restaurant. I mean, you name it, it's got just about everything you need. We love Buc-ee's, and anytime we come across one when we're traveling, we have to stop. So when I saw these wooden chickens, I could not leave them, y'all. I said, those are going to be so pretty to hang up after my remodel. So I've been hanging on to these for months, and I just have them hanging up with the Velcro command strips. And I have hung up so much stuff with that, y'all. That has been a lifesaver for me from not having to put in a bunch of holes. So anyway, let me just back up and show you a little bit of the ceiling there on top of the fridge. And then just that I pretty much have this decorated the same way I did before the remodel. And I'm going to get a good shot of this ceiling because I am in love with how all of the sheetrock in the ceiling, on the walls, just the way my windows are even trimmed out is just so clean and fresh, and I love it. So I'm not going to be just giving y'all a full home decor tour. This is mainly to show y'all how things look with the remodel. I will touch on several areas though that are completely different now. So here's just what I did on top of the refrigerator. I kept that old yard sale radio up there, but I did move that crock and my Homer Laughlin like restaurantware plates. I stacked them up on top of the fridge because I did not want to hang them up in my kitchen like I had them before. I think that they look beautiful just stacked up there. And what I did is I took some of that rug, non-slip rug stuff, and I just cut it and I put it in between each plate so that when you open and close the refrigerator, the plates do not like clink together. So if that gives you an idea, if you're wanting to display something like that as well, definitely think about getting some of the non-slip rug stuff and putting it in between your dishes. So here's on top of my beautiful hutch. And then let's take another look at these gorgeous, gorgeous ceilings, y'all. I cannot handle how beautiful this is. Okay, so I had to go close those blinds because it was definitely messing with the lighting. So around the window trim, it is just gorgeous. Like I said, the baseboards are beautiful. We've never had baseboards before, so this was very new to us. And I just love how it looks and makes the house look just so finished. And then here, all of the trim on the windows is gorgeous. I didn't even want to put up big, thick curtains over here around this window. I'm sorry about the lighting getting dark. It's just because of that window. I'll adjust here in just a second. But I just wanted to do little shears. So as you can see, I just did little shears around the window because I think that the window is so pretty. And since we're about to get out of summer, I just decided to do these just so that you could see how, you know, beautiful just all the stuff is around the window. And I don't have anything in front of it. So that's kind of new. I've normally always had something in front of it. I don't even have anything in front of it right now. It's just very simple and plain. And I just kind of like it like that. Of course, I still have my hutch all decorated the same in there. I tweaked just a couple of little things in there, but it is pretty much the same. We do have a few things that we're still working on, like some plugs. You might notice by the back door, my husband is in the process of changing all of the plugs and the outlets and the switches and all of that from black to this white. So you might see some of these, and then you might see just like this one he was working on till like 10 o'clock last night. He just didn't get finished, and that's okay. We will get there. But I want to show y'all up here, like above the cabinets where that was sheetrock as well. Look how pretty this is. This is where I had all of the plates hanging before. And like I said, I just did not want to hang them up there. So I wanted them to be on display, so I just stacked them up on top of my fridge. But there's kind of what that looks like. And then right here, I used to have the same material of curtains hanging right here, and they opened in the middle, but I just thrifted this little curtain rod that you see right there. So I hung that up there, and I just did one solid piece because the other one was really messed up and uneven at the bottom. So what I did is I cut the bottom off of those and I moved those to my bedroom because I really felt like my window treatment in there needed to have a little more color to it than just the drop cloth that I had made. So anyway, I can show y'all that on another day. But a lot of the decor here, like I said, is just pretty much the same. I did get a new kitchen sink with this remodel, and I am obsessed. Now, y'all know that I do not keep this cutting board here all the time, but I do like that I can put it up there and just use it to, when I'm, especially like when I'm cleaning vegetables and chopping vegetables and different things like that, it kind of gives me an extra little spot to put stuff. Like the other day, I was boiling eggs and peeling them, and I just laid this up here and kind of pushed it back, and it just kind of gave me like a little extra counter space. So that cutting board I got at Hobby Lobby in their fall section one year when they went to like 75% off. So love that. A lot of the things are still the same, just on the counters. Like a few things here are different. But yeah, I'll just kind of swing y'all around here. And then I want to show y'all this area above my bar. I am so excited about that. Okay, so I'm going to try to give y'all this after shot of above my bar with the lights off, just because I do believe the lighting is better and it won't blind y'all if I do it this way. So here is the after kind of overall look here from my back door. And y'all, do you notice this area over my bar, how open and just beautiful and airy this all looks? Sometimes I just want to come back here and stand in this corner and just look, and I can't believe that I was able to get this done. So just as we walk in here, like I said, that part above my bar being gone and we added can lights, it opened this area up so much. And look at these beautiful ceilings, y'all. They put new like air conditioner vents up and everything. And then here's just an overall look at the living room. If you have followed my channel for a while, you will notice that things are very different in here. We have rearranged a lot of things, and it probably looks a lot less cluttered to you, and it just looks more open and airy. At least it does to me. So here's just the area above my TV. I used to keep a picture up there all the time, but I have no desire to even put a picture up above that TV now. I love it just like this. I just did a few simple things. The reason that I have that shutter there with the doily over it and the other little silver piece is because there is a huge Wi-Fi box that was there. Now, while the remodel was going on, I had them come out and ask them to relocate that wire to where it would be right underneath the TV behind those boxes and stuff. But they wanted to charge me like $100 an hour just to move that line, because there was not like a problem with it, that I wanted it moved just because I wanted it moved. And it is the internet, what do you call it? I don't know, fiber optic, something like that. And it's very touchy and finicky and I guess expensive to deal with. So I said, you know what? I really don't want to pay $100 an hour. So we will just figure something else out. So yeah, we keep like that box and that basket and different things there to hide most of the cords. We have a couple of things we wish we would have done, like have them cut a hole in the sheetrock where we could have ran our cords down the wall and not had to deal with that. We just was not even thinking about that. And we wish we would have had some more can lights put in our living room and our hall. But you know how it is. There is always things that you wish you should have, could have, or would have done. I had to go close those blinds because it was messing with the lighting for y'all so bad. Now, I don't have any curtains or shears or anything on this window, and I'm just not really sure what I want to do there. I think the most I might do is put like a little valance. I don't know, like a doily looking valance or something just very small and dainty, because I just don't want to cover up the whole window. I think it's just pretty like it is. There's the trim. They also trimmed out my fireplace that had never been trimmed out before. It was just like a big gap. So he trimmed that out on this side and this side over here. And how he hung that up was just a lot of liquid nails. He could not necessarily nail it because there was brick, and then he just really couldn't catch it with anything else. So just a lot of liquid nails there. Okay, I went and opened that window back up just so we could have some decent lighting in here. But yeah, I moved my couch, as you notice. I moved my couch and my chair and just did things like this for now. And I just kept things very, very simple and airy in here. I'm scanning it to the ceiling just so y'all can kind of see. We have no more little square ceiling tiles, and I love it. I just put a couple of my very, very old stained plates there on that wall. I just think that looks so good and simple. That little black antique table I got, I'm using it over here now as a side table with a lot of my thrifted pieces. Moved this hutch from my schoolroom into here because I wanted somewhere to display a lot of my beautiful thrifted pieces in here. And since I took the floating shelves down, that used to be like over here, I wanted something and somewhere to display, you know, some of my favorite finds. So this is just how I have this decorated for now. And again, just something very simple over here on this wall. Here's kind of an up-close look at the texture on the wall. Somebody was asking me about that. And it is called the orange peel. That's what my contractor told me. It's the least texture you can do, I believe. Like, it's the lightest texture. So I am right up on it. But if you notice kind of when I back off, well, let me get where the lighting is good. It's really hard to even tell that that's on there. So that's what I wanted. I did not want like popcorn ceilings or very textured ceilings and walls. The ceilings have the same texture as that. And then again, over here, we just put the couch. And I have my Goodwill wreath find just above the couch that I did find out sells in Hobby Lobby for like 80 bucks. But I just put that over here above the couch. And maybe I can just change that out seasonally. And that way with the different seasons, I can just have a new wreath. You may notice I don't have a whole lot of my fall stuff out. I do have some pumpkins and some things, but when I was putting everything back, I don't know, I just wasn't really in the mood. But yeah, I love how this looks here. I am going to be doing a little makeover on this coffee table though, like sanding it down really good. But for now, I just have a couple of my little thrifted trays on there. I did put my buffet back on this wall over here, but it is decorated a lot differently than it used to be, and it's a different color. So I'll put like some little before pictures here of what color it was. So the thing is that this was actually the same color as my walls before I painted it. So before they ever started the remodel, and I knew they were coming, I went ahead and painted this so that when we got ready to put everything back, it would already be this black color that I really, really like. Just kept it pretty simple over here. I was able to put my big country looking toolbox on the top because I moved the other boxes to the fireplace. And again, I was just trying to keep the walls very simple with decor. But I wanted to show y'all this end right here. So he did a great job bringing that trim piece around. He had to like cut that and really make all of this work and look, you know, finished and like it was just originally made like this. And I think he did a really good job because right here the sheetrock would have popped out because it's like 1/2 inch sheetrock. So he just trimmed all this out and made it look really nice. And then this door here, he had to cut one of our old doors and really had a time trying to get this trim off because these cabinets are over 60 years old. And when he first started trying to pop this little piece of trim off one of the old cabinets to put on here, it just started disintegrating. So yeah, we had to get my dad involved, and he was able to get some of the trim off, and then my contractor made it all centered and look nice. I'm just trying to kind of get up here where y'all can see that You would never know that he spent like pretty much a whole day on this one little cabinet door. But you know what? I am now, oops, sorry, I just hit a chair. I am happy with it, and that's what matters, he said. So I'm loving that it just looks like it was always meant to be there. And then let's take a look down my hall. The lighting is probably going to get really weird down here. But can y'all even believe these doors? Look how beautiful the doors are. I absolutely, y'all know it. Just say it with me. I love it. So let me turn the light on in the hall. Okay, that's a little bit better. Sorry if there's a glare, but at least we can see. So I think one of the other biggest things that we did, I mean, it was all big, but like one of the other things that everybody says when they come in the house is that the doors are beautiful and that they fit my aesthetic and my style so well. And actually the inspiration behind these doors, and I don't know if I've ever mentioned this or not, but the inspiration behind these doors is an old antique door that I have hanging over our bed, and I use it as a headboard. So that was the inspiration and one of the reasons that I picked these doors, and I'm obsessed. I love them so much. All the doorknobs match. They are all the same now. And everything is just beautifully painted and so clean. Our attic door looks so nice now. No more gaps and all of that. Now this wall has nothing on it because I am reserving this for like family photos. All of those frames that I thrifted not too long ago, I plan on kind of putting on this wall. So for now and until I can get that all done, it is just going to stay blank. And then this wall over here is also blank. I just haven't found anything that I really, really love and want to put over there. So for now, it's just gonna stay like that. So I did want to show y'all too that they painted our pocket door to the guest bathroom so that it would match everything else. Otherwise, it was just kind of standing out like a sore thumb. So that did get painted. And then I'll kind of show y'all a little bit of the bathroom because it did get painted, and sheetrock ceilings and all the things in there as well. So like I mentioned, we got all new bedroom doors. Got them all new trim to match everything. The doorknobs all match now. We feel so fancy. And this little table, it just kind of sits here because we use it as like an extra like little TV tray or like a little couch table if we need it, if we have extra company or something like that. So it just kind of sits here with something very simple on it and easy to move so that if we need to just grab it and take it to the living room, we can. And it's out of the way because that's our guest bedroom down there in the hall. People really don't, we're not really going in and out of that area all day long. So even though it's in the hall, it's not really in a high traffic area as far as us and where we go back and forth all the time. So it is kind of out of the way. And then I took this Goodwill antique mirror and I just put that above it because I think it looks just really pretty right there. And then this wardrobe cabinet down here, this actually belongs to my oldest daughter. I am still just kind of homing it for her. Hopefully they're going to be in the process of moving very soon and she can get this thing out of my house and take it, and I can find me like a very old antique looking piece to put here. But for now, she has nowhere to put it, and it was part of her childhood furniture set. So I'm just kind of hanging on to that for her until she has space for it. But then there's another bedroom door and just the cabinet here at the end, and I'll just kind of give y'all a little peek into the ceilings here. Okay, let's just pop into the guest bathroom that also had the ceilings sheetrocked and painted. We do plan on getting a new like vent fan thing there for the ceiling. So the light above that mirror right there, I do plan on painting the silver trim around it. Y'all can't really see the silver trim around it because the light is probably blinding y'all right now, but it has like silver around it, and I do not like that. They painted that door over there that's by the toilet. It used to be black, And then I changed out, and for now I brought this material from the guest bedroom, and I'm using that as the decorative little shower curtain in here. I wanted to get the other kind, but I just have not been back to get it yet. So I just put this up to see how I like it. I do think I like the other one better, and I will probably move this one back to the guest room. But for now, I just put it in here just so that she didn't just have like a plastic liner or anything. So yeah, it feels good to know that this room got a fresh coat of paint and the ceiling's all done as well. So just a couple of little things that we need to finish up and do in there as far as, you know, the vent fan in the ceiling and all that, but love how that turned out as well. And got the pocket door painted, so that's fun. Yeah, here's this wall over here again that I'm going to put the family pictures on just from this angle. And again, the baseboards all throughout. Make it look so just finished. And we also had our carpet stretched before they ever started. Like the day they were starting, I had like an emergency call into the carpet people to come and have it stretched and all of that. And so that was wonderful. That cost hardly anything, and it made our carpet look so good. But yeah, here's just a look into the living room again from this angle. I hope that y'all enjoyed seeing our home renovation complete. There are still several different areas in our home that we want to work on, that we need to work on, but we'll get to it eventually. So now we are starting to save again for some of those projects. And when we have saved up enough to have them completed from start to finish, then we'll start another project. But for now, we are just enjoying what we have. It is so beautiful. I love it in there. I think it looks just so fresh and so clean, and I could not have asked for anything more from all the people that worked on our house. They followed everything and anything that we wanted and needed and made sure that they did it to the best of their ability and to get it as perfect as they could possibly get it with, you know, what they had to work with. Anyway, I thank y'all so much for coming along on this renovation journey with me. So I do want to share with y'all, I am not sure if I'm going to have a video this Wednesday or not. I am thinking that I just need to catch my breath. I just need to breathe and I just need to kind of take a day off, which would probably be this Wednesday. I'm going to go thrifting this week, and so I will have a thrifting video on Friday because, believe it or not, there are some areas in the rest of my house where I am wanting to find some of those pieces that I truly love and just start to replace some of like the generic Hobby Lobby pictures with ironstone pictures and just different little things like that. I'm trying to slowly, not that there's anything wrong with those, but I am slowly trying to replace those sort of items like with the truly vintage items that I love, like the ironstone pictures. There's a place that's about 30 minutes from here that I know has some. I just cannot remember what her prices and all are. I've been on the Whatnot app trying to get me one here recently, and somebody always outbids me. So I might ride over there and just see if she has any of those left to put in some different areas of my home. So yeah, I may go take the day off Wednesday and go do that. And like I said, just kind of give my brain and my body a little bit of a break and regroup, and that way I can come back stronger and better for myself and my family and y'all. So if I don't have a video on Wednesday, that's why I'm just taking off. And if I wake up tomorrow morning and I feel just good and energetic and I'm like, yeah, we're going to put a video out Wednesday, then it will probably be like how I decorated my master bedroom for fall. And if I don't put that out on this Wednesday, I'll be sure and put that one out next Monday. So I hope that I made sense, and I hope that y'all love my remodel as much as I do. I absolutely adore it. It is so beautiful. I can't say that enough. I'm sure y'all are tired of hearing me say that, but I am just so proud of what we were able to have done. I have a ton of stuff that I went through. So like one of those days I went through all of my decor, and I have so much good stuff that I've went through, like home decor and stuff, and I'm really trying to pray about and decide and think about. I've talked to my good friend Donna from Delightfully Southern. I know she sells some of her home decor in different places, so I'm just trying to find the best place that I can sell and do like a home decor clean out. And maybe for a lot of y'all, I know a lot of y'all love a lot of the decor that I thrift. And so I don't know, I'm just trying to figure out a way, how can I sell some of that stuff to people without having to do it on Facebook Marketplace, y'all. When I put stuff on Facebook Marketplace, there's just so much and so many different things that you have to deal with on there. I don't really like people coming to my house. I don't really like meeting people to sell stuff unless it's like a big item, you know, different things like that. So I am trying to figure out where and how I can do a major home decor clean out and declutter sale. So if any of y'all have any advice, and if any of y'all would be interested in buying a lot of those items, I mean, I have dishes upon dishes. I've cleaned out all the dishes. Y'all have just done a massive clean out and declutter. And I think some of y'all might enjoy some of those pieces. So I don't know. I'm just trying to figure that all out. Y'all let me know down in the comments section if that would be something that you are interested in, or just looking at or purchasing, anything like that. I don't know. I am not technically a reseller, but I am not afraid to resell something, especially if I've already cycled it through my house. And I normally let my girls go through it. They've already went through it, and I still have a ton left. I normally just donate some of this stuff back, but my husband is like, why don't you sell some of that? He says, you have such good quality pieces. You should try to see if some of your people on the Thrill Thrifter might want to buy it, because some of those pieces are very hard for people to find out in their areas. So I am definitely thinking about that. I'm just prayerfully trying to figure out where the best place will be to do that, so that I can, for one, keep up with it, be fair about it, and make sure I set the prices so that they're reasonable enough for people to purchase them and pay shipping. So again, y'all help me out there, because this is all kind of new to me on trying to do this sort of stuff. So anyway, thank y'all again for hanging out with me. We hope y'all have a wonderful evening. We love y'all, and I'll see you either Wednesday or this Friday with a brand new video.